Secretary of State Antony Blinken had a poignant encounter at an aid collection site as he conversed with survivors of the Hamas attack in Israel. During this meeting, a 24-year-old survivor shared her deeply emotional story of survival. With tears in her eyes, she conveyed a heartfelt message to the secretary, emphasizing that their primary concern was providing aid and support to their friends and family in Gaza.
This is Khalil, my boyfriend.
Nice to see you.
This is my father, Eitan.
Good to meet you.
We are survivors from the music rave. We were lots of friends. Yes, we lost a lot of our friends, close friends, and lots of family members. There are a lot of people that we know that are kidnapped and now in Gaza. We went through horror, really. I'm 24, and I never imagined something like this would happen ever in a dance and a music festival. We celebrated love, and we danced, and it was amazing. And then the rockets started and gunshots everywhere. We managed to escape, but there were a lot of friends that didn't, and there are a lot of friends that are kept captive now in Gaza. And we were saved by miracle, but there are friends that we love that aren't. Thank you for being here. It's really important. And if there's any way to help, first priority are our friends and family that are now in Gaza. We're strong here, we're powerful here, in this place, now in Tel Aviv and everywhere. Thank you very much,
We're thinking of them and trying to do everything we can.
I know.
We want to bring them home.
Thank you so much for being here.
And I'm so
speaking
sorry
to
you
me.
have to go through this.
It means a lot.
Matt, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're going to go back.
I admire your strength, and also telling your stories makes a big difference too. The world needs to know this.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're there with you. We're there for you.
We see.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
See you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
In a show of solidarity with the Palestinian cause, pro-Palestine demonstrators poured onto the streets of Manhattan, staging a peaceful yet impactful march that stretched from Times Square to the Israeli consulate, located on 42nd Street. At the same time, pro-Israel demonstrators embarked on their own march, originating from the United Nations Plaza and converging at the Israeli consulate. Notably, there were also pro-Israeli demonstrators gathering in Times Square to express their perspective on the ongoing situation. However, in the midst of these passionate demonstrations, the New York City Police Department, NYPD, had to intervene, leading to multiple arrests as they worked to maintain order and ensure the safety of all participants and bystanders. These events highlighted the complex and emotionally charged nature of the Israel-Palestine conflict, which continues to evoke strong sentiments and actions from both sides of the debate. The Israeli military has issued a directive to the United Nations, requesting that all residents residing north of Wadi Gaza relocate to the southern region of Gaza within the next 24 hours. This decision was communicated by a spokesperson for the UN. Approximately 1.1 million individuals, which amounts to roughly half of Gaza Strip's entire population, are expected to be affected by this relocation order. Notably, this directive encompasses densely populated areas, including Gaza City. The notification was delivered shortly before midnight, according to local time in both Gaza and Jerusalem, and at 23 o'clock GMT. In response to this development, the United Nations expressed deep concern, emphasizing that such a mass movement of people would undoubtedly lead to severe humanitarian consequences. The UN's official statement conveyed the impossibility of executing this directive without causing devastating impacts on the affected population. In a rejoinder to the United Nations, Israel defended its decision to issue the evacuation order, countering the international body's statement by describing it as shameful. Continuing his diplomatic mission in the Middle East, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken emphasized during his meeting with Jordanian King Abdullah II on Friday that Hamas does not represent the aspirations of the Palestinian people for dignity and self-determination. This information was shared in a statement by State Department spokesperson Matt Miller. The meeting between Blinken and King Abdullah centered on various key topics, including the recent Hamas attack on Israel that occurred on Saturday and the subsequent efforts to secure the release of all hostages, as well as prevent any further escalation of the conflict, as outlined by Miller. Additionally, Blinken and King Abdullah deliberated on strategies to address the pressing humanitarian needs of civilians in Gaza, while concurrently recognizing Israel's legitimate security operations aimed at safeguarding itself from acts of terrorism, as Miller pointed out. During the conversation, Blinken also expressed his gratitude for Jordan's distinct role in the Jerusalem region and its contribution to fostering stability in the broader Middle East.